Most people think fasting is just about losing belly fat, but you are actually starving your brain of the very thing that makes it slow, foggy, and prone to memory loss.
If you believe that your brain needs a constant supply of sugar from 6 meals a day to function, you are missing out on a massive biological advantage.
We usually talk about intermittent fasting and 1 meal a day, or OMAD, as tools for fitting into smaller genes or fixing a slow metabolism.
But the most exciting research happening right now isn't about your waistline, it is about the 3-pound organ sitting right between your ears. Your brain is the most energy-hungry part of your body, and the way you feed it determines how well you think, learn, and remember as you get older.
Today, we are looking at how skipping meals acts as a literal cognitive enhancer that rewired your neural pathways for better performance. We are going to explore why your brain actually runs better on an empty stomach and how this simple lifestyle change could be the best insurance policy for your mind. To understand this, we first have to look at what your brain normally uses for fuel, which for most people is glucose, or simple blood sugar. Glucose is like cheap firewood. It burns fast. It is easy to find, but it leaves behind a lot of smoke and ash in the form of oxidative stress.
When you hit the 16-hour mark of a fast, your body goes through a massive metabolic shift where it starts burning fat instead of sugar. Your liver takes that fat and turns it into molecules called ketones, which are essentially a premium, high-octane fuel for your brain cells. Imagine your brain as a car that has been running on low-grade gasoline for decades, and suddenly you fill the tank with professional racing fuel.
Ketones are more energy efficient than glucose, meaning your brain can produce more energy while using less oxygen, which is a huge win for your cells. There's a specific gene called UCP2 that gets turned on when you use ketones, and it acts like a shield against cell damage.
This gene reduces the amount of free radicals, which are those nasty little molecules that bounce around and damage your healthy brain tissue over time.
Think of ketones as a clean-burning fuel that keeps your internal engine running cool and quiet, rather than hot and noisy. But the benefits go way beyond just fuel. Fasting actually triggers the release of a special protein that scientists call Miracle Grow for the brain.
This protein is known as brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, and it is one of the most important chemicals for keeping your mind sharp.
BDNF acts like a fertilizer that helps your existing neurons stay healthy and even helps your brain grow brand new connections between cells.
When you have high levels of BDNF, your brain becomes more plastic, which is just a fancy way of saying it can change and adapt more easily. This process, called neuroplasticity, is exactly what you need if you want to learn a new language, pick up a new skill, or just remember where you put your keys. Studies show that fasting is one of the most powerful natural ways to spike your BDNF levels, effectively upgrading your brain's hardware. If you have ever felt that incredible surge of mental clarity while fasting, you are likely feeling the effects of your neurons firing more efficiently. Most people expect to feel tired when they don't eat, but the opposite often happens because of a molecule called orexin A. When you are in a fasted state, your body increases orexin A to keep you alert and motivated, so you have the energy to find food. In our modern world, we use this ancient survival mechanism to crush work projects, study for exams, or stay focused during long meetings. It eliminates that midday slump or brain fog that usually hits right after you eat a big, heavy lunch full of carbohydrates.
Instead of your energy crashing, you experience a steady, level-headed focus that can last for hours until you finally break your fast.
This isn't just a feeling. Physical metrics like reaction time and memory retrieval speed have been shown to improve when your brain is running on ketones.
However, there is a serious problem developing in our modern society that fasting might be able to help solve before it is too late.
Scientists are now referring to Alzheimer's disease as type 3 diabetes because of how closely it is linked to how our brains handle sugar. When you eat all day long, your insulin levels stay high, and eventually your brain cells can become resistant to insulin just like your muscles do. If If your brain cells can't listen to insulin, they can't take in glucose for energy, and they essentially start to starve to death while you are eating.
This leads to the buildup of amyloid plaques, which are the sticky protein clumps that are the hallmarks of Alzheimer's and cognitive decline.
Fasting helps by lowering your overall insulin levels, which allows your brain to regain its sensitivity and start cleaning itself up. During a long fast, especially with OMAD, your body enters a state called autophagy, which is like a cellular garbage collection service. Your brain cells start to break down and recycle old, damaged parts, and clearing out those toxic proteins that lead to memory loss. While many of these studies started with mice, ongoing human trials are showing very promising results for using fasting to protect against aging. It is a long-term strategy that doesn't just treat the symptoms of a tired mind, but addresses the underlying biological causes of decline. We also have to talk about inflammation, which is often called the silent killer because it slowly destroys your brain without you feeling it.
Every time you eat a high-carb snack or a sugary drink, you create a tiny spike of oxidative stress that irritates your neural pathways. If you do this 5 or 6 times a day, your brain is essentially in a constant state of low-grade fire that never gets to put itself out. When you practice OMAD, you give your body a 23-hour window where inflammation levels can drop to their lowest possible point.
This break gives your immune system a chance to reset and stops the constant bombardment of your delicate brain tissues.
By reducing this internal friction, you allow your brain to dedicate all its resources to thinking and creating, rather than just surviving and repairing. Now, as amazing as this sounds, fasting is a powerful tool, and it must be used with a bit of common sense and caution. There are certain groups of people who should not jump into long fasting windows or OMAD without professional medical guidance.
This includes pregnant or breastfeeding women, as the developing baby and the mother both need a constant stream of diverse nutrients.
Children and teenagers under 18 should also avoid restrictive fasting because their brains and bodies are still in a massive growth phase.
If you have a history of eating disorders, the strict structure of OMAD might be triggering, so it is important to prioritize mental health first. People who are taking medications for blood sugar, like insulin or metformin, need to be extremely careful because fasting will change their needs. If you take your usual dose of medication but don't eat, your blood sugar could drop to dangerous levels, so always talk to your doctor. The goal is to use fasting as a tool for health, not as a form of punishment or a way to ignore what your body is telling you.
It is normal to feel a little hungry or irritable when you first start, but you should never feel shaky, dizzy, or like you're going to faint.
Current scientific evidence, like a major study from the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry in 2022, shows real improvements in cognitive scores.
These benefits are even stronger when you combine your fasting routine with good sleep and regular physical movement throughout the day. Fasting provides the clean fuel and the growth factors, while sleep and exercise provide the structural support your brain needs to thrive.
Think of it as a three-legged stool. If you take away one leg, your cognitive health won't be as stable as it could be. When you look at the big picture, OMAD and intermittent fasting are about much more than just the number on your bathroom scale. You are giving your brain the superior fuel of ketones, the growth power of BDNF, and the deep cleaning of autophagy all at once.
You are protecting your future self from memory loss while giving your current self the focus and clarity to succeed today. It is a simple shift in when you eat that produces a massive shift in how you think and how you feel about your life.